Good day, listeners, and welcome to History Radio Station. I'm Rana Abug, and I will be your DJ for today's history.
You are still listening to Alfred Mccoy Political Caricatures of the American Era. And now we're on the fourth caricatures where mosquito is king. Did you know that there was an epidemic of mosquitoes happen in the 19th century during the American era? Manila is surrounded by ponds and streams which are built on a swamp, which is a natural breeding ground for malaria mosquitoes. In the 19th century, the Spanish public health procedures were not enough to solve the epidemic of mosquitoes in Manila. When the Americans came in 1898, they solved the large epidemic with the use of their experiences during the tropical disease from the Caribbean. They also made strict safety precautions that prevented the spread of tropical disease such as malaria, smallpox, cholera, and plague. They successfully controlled the malaria disease with the use of construction sewers and sanitary waterworks along with an activist public health program. The Board of Health distributed doses of quinine and removed all the mosquitoes in affected areas by filling in stagnant water or spraying with petroleum. They also relocated the houses near swampy sites and lowland was filled. However, in the 1920, the Board of Health became complacent that made the quality of the mosquito control decrease. Under the Philippinization program of Governor General Francis B. Harrison, the Board of Health had passed to the Filipino servants. Unfortunately, they failed to control it effectively or strictly as the Americans did. The Philippine Free Press editorial commented, "What ho, Manila, the pearl of the Orient, the best governed city in the Far East, the newfound Garden of Eden. What's happened to the city anyway? Aforetime, a mosquito was almost as rare as dodo, but now there are mosquitoes everywhere. Their name is legion. Vampires they are, turning a former delectable and ambrosial nights into the hell of torment and nightmares of unrest. What's going to be done about it? How long is our municipal board going to emulate Riff Van Winkle?" And now, let's proceed to the fifth caricature, which is liberty, equality, fraternity. The Philippine Assembly passed a law that would authorize all legislators to bear firearms, even though a lot of Filipinos are against it. In February 1921, the Free Press mocking editorial commented with, "Now with their legislators, the officials able to strut around with a gun or two guns strapped about their manly waist. They will have to be respected. Now there will be no questions as to who is running the show, no affront to their dignity, no danger of being threatened just like ordinary people. It matters not that of late the Director of Constabulary has been urging greater and greater restrictions of the license to carry arms. All that matters is that the official have a chance to show that he is somebody and must be respected." And now we're on the sixth caricature, which is the returning student. Manila became the national university home in the 1920s. This is why a lot of students who are from the province are going home yearly every summer vacation. Since there are a lot of differences to the people of Manila compared to the province, because of the way they talk and dress, it is expected that the students who came from the province will eventually adopt their style and tradition in order to fit in. It made their hometown neighborhood feel envy and gave him a lot of compliments. The Free Press editorial commented with, "These are the days of the returning student, the days when he comes into his own. Behold him as he struts along main streets of his little town or barrio, the cynosure of all eyes, the absurd of all observers, a king in his own right, a sort of collegiate Caesar, the arbitral egantarium, also he is. Does he not come from the great city, with all the latest there is in dress and fashion? His clothes are studied, his shoes are studied, his hat and how he wears it, everything about him becomes the object of emulation and envy. Even his manner of walking, of carrying himself are studied and aped. Is it any wonder that under the incense of such flattery he feels himself a superior being, a conquering hero? Nor let us blame him. For after all, the students, like the rest of us, is human and all of us expand in an atmosphere of homage and hero worship. Nor do student days and these joyful homecomings last forever. All too soon comes the stern of the battle of life, with its trials and sorrows and tribulations. So carpe diem, and be joyful while we may." That's it for the three caricatures. Once again, I'm your DJ Rona, and this is History Radio Station.